Welcome to Kiggins Bowl. It is Skyview and Camas, and we are underway here at Kiggins. Just getting started here in the first quarter. No score. Camas won the toss. I should say Skyview won the toss and elected to defer. And Camas took the ball first and turned it over on downs deep in Skyview territory. So Skyview now with their first possession of the game. Welcome to Kiggins Bowl. Alongside Paul Valencia, I'm Tom Ward, and we are pleased to bring you this Greater St. Helens League game tonight. The Skyview Storm comes in at 3-2, 1-0 in league, having beaten Columbia River last week, 42-6. Camas, of course, 5-0. First league game tonight, and riding that 55-game regular season winning streak. And this play on a keeper option. And the keeper by Max Rose actually nets a loss of about 3 yards.
Yes.
So 3rd and 14 for Skyview. .9:28 and counting here to go in the first quarter, and Rose on an inside bubble screen, complete on the near side. That is Cole Grossman with the catch, but that is a minimal gain, and that brings up 4th down, and Skyview will have to punt it away.
Whew, that gives me a chance to get in here. It's a little odd with a little technical
Yeah, we got a
difficulties,
little slow
but
start
hello
tonight.
Everyone, I'm Paul Valencia. So Skyview's Cole Grossman got a sack on the 4th down play on to end Camas' first drive, and now Camas' defense is just forced a 3 and out, and here comes Skyview punting.
And the punt is away. It's not a great one, but gets a Skyview bounce and now takes a roll forward, and it's going to be down at about the 32.5-yard line, so Camas will take over there.
Yeah, so again, Skyview defense gave up a couple first downs. Camas got into the maroon zone, not necessarily the red zone, and then Skyview's defense took care of business.
Yeah, head coach Steve Kaiser of Skyview had to be pleased with the way his defense stiffened there near the red zone, as Camas looked like they were moving the ball pretty good on that opening drive. But here they are with their second crack on offense. Out of the shotgun, the handoff is taken and thrown over the middle and incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Paul Valencia, and I work at ClarkCountyToday.com, and I've been a writer in Clark County for 17 years. And so I need to tell you that I'm doing 2 things tonight. Trying to help you out on the broadcast, but I'm also got to take my notes for my report.
Well, we do appreciate the help, Paul. 2nd and 10 for Camas. And a designed rollout. And the pass is complete
catch
at the first down marker. Great catch there by number 8, Ryan Rushell. And that is, there's a penalty in the backfield. Yeah, that's looks to be a holding or something of the sort, so that'll back them up. So that all goes for naught.
So this is an interesting thing. When I first was talking about coming on to help you out a few months ago, I said that I could do a good job of explaining high school stats versus pro stats. And in this case, it's going to be the equivalent of like a 18-yard penalty because it's from the spot of the foul in high school football.
That's right.
In pro football, that would be holding from the line of scrimmage.
From the line of scrimmage, 15 yards from there, or 10 yards in this case. So yeah, like you said, this is now a 2nd and about, almost 25.
Yeah, I think that was a
2nd and
19-yard
25,
penalty.
yeah. So 2nd and 25 from the 14-yard line. And the snap, and then an inside handoff on a draw. And a gain of just about 10 there. Good running by Will Schultz. That'll bring up third and about now 18. So a gain of 7 on the play officially. So Kyle Allen continues to be in that shotgun formation. And again, throwing and another bubble screen to the far side and a decent catch and gain and near a first down, and he may have a first down, is Drake Owen.
That is Drake Owen, who I told you in the pregame is pretty darn awesome. He can make a catch on the line of scrimmage and get you 18 yards for a first down.
Yeah, and looks like they're gonna measure this, and we see really close here on the replay. Gets tackled, and that ball, a pretty good spot by the officials, so we're gonna just have to wait and see how this works out. They don't have far to go to measure it, but they're getting the chain gang mobilized here. They had to bring the down marker all the way up from that previous spot. Now they're going to go ahead and measure. And this is going to be close, Paul.
It's too far away from my eyes.
And he does not have it. He doesn't have it by about 4 inches. Literally about 4 inches. I've got the benefit of binoculars here, so this is going to be 4th and 4 inches. So interesting decision here early on.
The way Camas plays defense, you could go either way here. You could say, hey, if we don't get it, our defense is playing well.
Knowing Coach Kaiser the way you do, though, is this the kind of thing where
Coach Eagle in the past would go for it? I know that. I'm not sure if he's going to go for it this time. But it looks like the offense is still out there.
And if Skyview is able to stop them, it presents a nice little setup in field position for Kaiser and the Skyview Storm. So on 4th and incredibly short, they go out of the shotgun. A little bit of
still 14 seconds left on the play
audible
clock, so
there.
They could be trying to draw him offside.
And they're going to run it up the middle, and he indeed has the first down.
And there I go. I was wrong on the very first time. They were trying to draw him offsides.
And Samisi Schultz up the middle gets that first down, and Camas and the Papermakers have a new set of downs and are approaching midfield with 7:20 and clock rolling to go here first period. So 2 receivers far side, and Allen indeed throws that way. That ball is completed and caught, and then picking up the first down is Drake Owen, and a nice catch and run for Owen yet again.
Yes, and Skyview blitzed again. They probably saw in the film that, Camas has allowed some pass rush, but Camas is smart. They throw it to number 21.
Yeah,
anytime there's a blitz, throw it to 21. He'll make something happen.
And you can see there the yards after the catch for Mr. number 21, Drake Owen. Pass to the near side, and a slant is complete, caught, and then brought down at about the 25-yard line is Ryan Rushall. Rushall with a nice catch on the inside slant.
And
another first down for Camas.
The first drive.
Yeah, here we go again. They're knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the 25. 3 receivers on the near side, and they run it up the middle. Will Schultz with a loss of about a yard on that play, so that'll be 2nd and 11. 6:29 and counting.
I didn't catch who made the tackle, but that defensive line from Skyview is experienced and highly motivated.
We'll see if they can stiffen up the way they did on the first drive here. Going 4 wide again for Camas, and Allen back to throw, finds the receiver in the seam, and that is caught again by Owen. And another first down inside or right at the 5-yard line. So brings up 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
I wish we had a pregame. I was going to say how good he is. Now it just makes it sound like I'm saying it because after the fact. But I promise I said so. He was really good.
You were talking about him, definitely. So first and goal from the 5, and now there's a whistle,
Like
and a timeout has been called. And that'll be Camas taking a timeout here with 5:48 to go, first period. As we mentioned when we got on the air here, Skyview coming off last week's win at Columbia River, 42-6. And of course, Camas 5-0 and beat Battleground 35-0. Of course, these two teams have a little bit of history when it comes to Camas' streak right now as it goes.
In 2011, Skyview beat Camas. I think it was week 4 or week 5. I could figure it out. But Camas has not lost a regular season game since then, 2011. A couple years back, Skyview and Camas played each other twice, once in league play and then once in the playoffs. And Skyview had them until the last couple of minutes. Camas pulled away for a victory, but that was the playoff game. In the regular season, there have not been very many close games in the 55 for Camas.
And both teams hustle back off the sideline and are looking like they're ready to go. And indeed, the Papermakers are going to run a play out of the shotgun. And Allen rolls right on a designed run, and he is hit, gets the ball away, and throws it out of bounds and gets rid of it.
Couple of things there that were so was an amazing pass rush by Cole Grossman, almost got his second sack of the game, but instead Grossman went for the big hit. Kyle Allen maintained his balance, was smart enough to throw it away, and doesn't lose all the yards. Good play by Cole Grossman, smart play by the quarterback.
Second and 5 now from the 5. And the goal line stand here. And Allen drops back, and he is going to be met by several Skyview defenders and brought down for a sack. First man there was Michael Lundgren.
So on that one, pump fake, play wasn't there, and you just don't have time against this Skyview defensive line. If the play is for the ball to get out quick and it doesn't happen, there's going to be trouble for Camas.
We've seen several of those designed rollouts to alleviate that pressure on the quarterback. So third and goal from the 10 now for Camas. The Papermakers again 4 wide, now 5 wide as the running back goes out of the backfield and a slant over the middle. Ryan Rashal with the catch, but he is just short of the goal line, and that's going to bring up another interesting decision here.
Fourth and goal, no, not for Camas. Well, watch me be wrong here, but no, I'm pretty sure Camas is going for it. If this were a tie game in the fourth quarter, they might try the field goal. At 0-0 in the first quarter, they're going for the touchdown.
Well, the old saying, if you can't get a yard, maybe you don't deserve to win the game.
Right.
So on fourth and goal at the 1, again, the snap to Allen out of the shotgun, the dive over the top.
He got it.
And Samisi Schultz is in for the touchdown.
So 2 fourth down plays on that drive, and they went to Mr. Schultz both times.
He sure did. And he might have gotten that on second effort there. So here comes the point after try. The snap looks good. The hold is good. The ball is through the uprights. A good kick for Ryan Rashal to make it 7-0. Camas on top.
So I had that as a 12-play drive, 67 yards, 2 fourth down conversions. Your Camas, you put them on a fourth down sack series, got 2 fourth downs, and that's how you close next time. Close the gate.
Yeah, they definitely showed a couple of times there that they can stop Camas's offensive momentum. Like you say, a couple of fourth down conversions it took to get him in the end zone.
So I was going to ask you guys have any commercials?
Commercial free tonight,
Commercial
so it's just
free.
you and me.
Which means it's really hard for me to get caught up on my stats. Again, I've never done this, so forgive me if I mess up everyone.
You're doing great. This is good.
Fun to do.
Just like you gave your kind of history, I was a sportscaster in Eugene for 20 years. The last 17 as a sports reporter and sports director at KVAL TV in Eugene. So covered a fair amount of high school football over the years. The kickoff is taken at about the 7-yard line and dropped, and then brought down after a loss of 2 on the play. And that was a tough catch and
one of the Camas players,
I'm not going to.
Yeah, one of the Camas players, I'm not going to name him. He thought they had a safety. He thought he ran back into the end zone, but so he's asking for a safety. But yeah, no, it was a bad play for Skyview, good play for Camas special teams, but it is not a safety.
Yeah, Jalen McGee had trouble fielding the ball, and that means that Skyview will take over at its own 8-yard line, 1st and 10. So now Max Rose out of the shotgun, and the handoff over the right-hand side, and breaking loose is McGee, and he has a first down. A gain of about 13 on the play.
He seems to be getting better every week, and Skyview's very happy to have him.
So Skyview with a good start to that drive on first down. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side, and in out of the shotgun, the handoff to McGee. Goes over the left side and brought down after a gain of about 3. 2.5 maybe. So 3:45 and counting here first quarter. Camas leading 7-0 over Skyview. 3 receiver set, 1 in the backfield.
So I don't know if it's just the lineup or whatever, but you got Isaiah Abdul, number 2, taking on Cole Grossman, number 3. Best versus best on each team.
Matchup to watch there, right?
Yep.
Snap to Rose, and he fires near side, and the matchup we were talking about is hauled in by Cole Grossman, and he stumbles and is brought down inside the 5 at about the 3.5-yard line. So you called it.
Okay, that one I'm going to pat myself on the back. That was pretty darn good for me. No, I got to say, also, it looked like great coverage, but again, a great pass and a great catch can beat great coverage.
What a catch by Grossman and run. And I think he was his own worst enemy here because he, as we see the replay here, he stumbles a little bit inside the 20, and then that allows the defender to catch him. And then a handoff to McGee up the middle. He is closer to the goal line, brought down at about the 2-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd down with 2:50 to go first quarter. And Camas trying, or I should say Skyview, trying to tie this thing up at 7.
Well, as my job as a reporter in this area, I never care who wins, but I always want to see a great game. And most of Camas's wins in their 55-game win streak have been blowouts. So I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm enjoying the fact that it's close so far.
So they hand off to McGee, far side. He spins out of a tackle in the backfield and dives for the goal line. Almost has it, but comes up 1 yard short, so it'll be 3rd down and goal.
That's
at the
one
1.
of those great 1-yard gains because it could have been -3.
Yeah, definitely a nice move by McGee to spin out of that tackle. And the snap to Rose, and
now
he is
Skyview's
stopped
got a
short.
choice. Yes. Looks like Skyview's going to go for it as well.
Yeah, so no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down and goal to go from the 1. So Rose in the backfield with McGee, the snap, and it looks for him out of the backfield. That pass was tipped, and it is intercepted at the goal line. And returning the ball down the far side of the field, looking to go 100 yards, is Trevor Bentley, and he does go the distance for the Camas touchdown.
A defensive back stream, not only a pick six, but one that takes away a touchdown from the other team.
And 100 yards, no less. Full length of the field. We'll get another look at it here, and you can see he intercepts the ball right at the goal line and then begins to just work his way down the far side of the field. And Trevor Bentley, the 5'8" senior, takes it the distance. Camas now up 13-0 with the extra point pending. Can you believe it?
Well, I just got done saying, well, I enjoy the fact that it's a close game. Well, it still might be a close game, but right now it's not, and we can thank Trevor Bentley for that for Camas. The paper makers, they don't need it to be close. They don't want it to be close.
The kick is up, and it is good. Makes it 14-0 Camas. Ryan Rashall with a nice PAT as to sort of provide the cherry on top of that Sunday, provided by Trevor Bentley.
So one of the things I do as a reporter, every week I write a different team report on all of our teams in Clark County, 18 of them, and I try to find plays that led to the play, And this was such a tough break for Skyview. Cole Grossman stumbled on his own on the way to the end zone, fell down at the 4-yard line after making a spectacular catch and run.
Yes.
And if he doesn't fall, then you don't have those other three plays, and you don't have the fourth down play that turns into the interception. It's just bad luck. Nobody did anything wrong, just bad luck. And we were that close from a tie game, and instead you got Camas up 14-0 just like that.
Well, to recap the scoring so far, Samisi Schultz with a 1-yard dive on 4th and goal to put Camas up 7-0 with the point after. And then, as you were referring to, a nice drive and a big play for Skyview, but they come up short on 4th down, resulting in an interception 100 yards the other way for Trevor Bentley. 14-0 now with just a little over a minute left here in the first quarter. Andrew Boyle lines it up and kicks it deep. And the return is taken inside the 5 and out across near the 20-yard line is Tavis Pinckney.
Another good coverage play by the special teams for Camas. They get a lot of practice. They score a lot of points, so they kick the ball off a lot.
Yeah, we just called Pinckney's name there. We haven't called him yet. He has been in years past a game breaker for them, so be interested to see if they get him involved here on the next series.
So again, I apologize for the silence sometimes. I got to write all these notes down.
There's nothing wrong with a little gnat sound on a football game, okay? So we are good. We're not gonna talk when there's no words to be said.
This is interesting. Did they call a timeout? They must have. Yeah, they called a timeout before. Wow. That's the first half. So if it was the second half, I'd be livid if I had to call a timeout on the first play of the series.
Especially coming off the sideline like that. Yes.
Yeah. But this could be the Skyview coaches talking to the players, saying, "Hey, we got a lot of football left." That was shocking to everyone in the stadium. And,
that is a catastrophic event during a football game, right there.
Yes. Yeah. That was worse than sudden change. We always hear about sudden change. That was worse. Let me backtrack. That's worse for Skyview. Wasn't bad for Camas.
Yes. So Rose out of the shotgun now with 3 receivers on the near side.
Equipment check for one of the wide receivers, slowing things down a bit. And we're good.
And it's McGee in the backfield, and the snap to Rose. He's going to run it. Option right, keeps it. Picks up a gain of about 2. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for Skyview. And Rose trying to muster up another drive here for the Storm. Pass on the near side. That's Cole Grossman, of course, with a catch and another minimal gain, a gain of about 1.5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down, just over 5 yards.
And what was cool about that, so the first player from Camas didn't make the tackle, but did enough for his teammates to rally to the ball. So he'll be upset that he didn't make the tackle, but he still did the job.
Yeah, team defense, the name of the game here so far for Camas, as they have put some points on the board. 14-0 Papermakers after 1 quarter. And so far so good for Camas and that winning streak.
Yes, and but again, we were this close to a 7-7 game, and then it's going to be like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, and we were talking about the team defense aspect. If that ball doesn't get tipped at the line, it maybe doesn't get intercepted. It maybe makes it all the way to McGee for the touchdown.
Exactly.
So a nice effort being put on by the Camas defense so far here tonight.
I'm of the opinion that a big play, a key play can happen at any time in football, and there's a bunch of them. And here's a big one for Skyview. It's 3rd and 5.5, 3rd and 5. If they go 3 and out here and punt, and then Camas scores, it's 21-0, it's going to deflate the Storm. So getting a couple, they don't necessarily have to score this drive, but getting a couple first downs would help calm the nerves after just a stunning start to this game.
Yeah, you feel like they really need something good on this drive, or this game could get out of hand. So 3rd and 6 officially from the 24-yard line for Skyview. And Rose over the middle, complete. And that is Tavis Pinckney.
And that was a nice catch. Ball was thrown behind him a bit. He adjusted, made the catch, got the first down.
The kind of plays we've come to expect out of Pinckney over the years. And this is
and there goes Skyview
up the middle, and McGee is breaking free, and McGee is going to score a touchdown. And that's exactly what we were talking about right there.
Get the first down.
Something good.
Had to get that first down, and then the next play, we have a game again.
And a 66-yard burst for McGee on the run right up the middle. Jalen McGee. So McGee has now put some life into the Skyview student section. It's 14-6 with the point after try upcoming here.
It looks like, I'm going to guess offside. But I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll find out in a second.
And it is indeed offsides on the defense. So
one of the things I do when I'm not live is I try to guess the penalties. I'm pretty darn good at it after all these years, but I guess, yeah, there's no.
When you've watched as many football games as we have, you start to just pick those things up intuitively, right?
I guess there's no prize when I'm live, so sorry if I ever get a penalty wrong as I'm guessing, but that one I was right.
So Stallman will try to make it 14-7 and cut the Camas lead to 7. Wyatt Stallman. The kick is up, and it is good. Make it 14-7 as Camas, with a 66-yard bolt of lightning from Jalen McGee, has cut the lead in half.
Okay, now I can start talking about close games again, right? So again, in that 55-game streak, you had the close game just a couple weeks ago where Camas actually was down by 11 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game, and they didn't have the ball in Coeur d'Alene, and Camas got that victory. Camas won a close one in the regular season against Chiawana. And I'm pretty sure that was it for the close games in the 55 as far as anything that was a one-possession game.
Yeah, they began the season with a 35-13 win over Central Catholic, and then they went to Sherwood. The Bowmen are typically strong in the Oregon 5A class and now in 6A, if I'm not mistaken, and beat them 34-12. So plenty of quality wins on the schedule.
Yes. Probably my favorite regular season victory that I've seen of them, or I don't know if favorite's the right word, but just memorable, was when they put a running clock on Jesuit a few years back. Nobody does that
to Jesuit. That's exactly right. So Drake Owen, Taylor Adams back to receive the ball, but this is kicked short, and on the near side of the field, up just across the 35, Isaiah Abdul, who fielded that one and brought it in, and the Papermakers will take over from there.
So yeah, I've probably seen, well, obviously I haven't seen even half of the 55 because we don't go on the road with them a lot or anything like that, but any of their big games I've seen. So, and it does it every year. They just find new people to take over for the graduates.
Handoff up the middle, and he is met right there by a host of Skyview defenders, and that is going to result in a loss. So that will bring up second and just about 12 for Camas.
Coach John Eagle told me the playoffs really help because that's extra weeks of practice for everybody on the team.
So fakes the handoff to Schultz, now looks over the middle, and that ball is complete. And inside the 40-yard line into Skyview territory goes Ryan Rochelle. And a big first down for Camas.
So yeah, it's hard to talk in between plays when Camas does this. They're doing the hurry up, so
they are picking up the tempo, definitely. And Allen takes the snap, fires again over the middle. That ball complete, and another first down, and brought down at about the 25-yard line. Drake Owen with that nice catch on the slant. So actually spotted at the 26, first and 10, 10:35 and clock moving. And Camas on the move here. Allen, far side, goes deep on a fade route. That ball is overthrown, intended for Owen. And that'll bring up second and 10.
Decent pass rush. It was, I'm doing this live without looking at the replay here, but yeah, I thought it was a decent enough pass rush that Kyle threw it a little bit too early and then missed his man, but Drake Owen did get open. But at the same time, I also thought they picked up the offensive line picked up the pressure, but it was just one of those things that better be safe than sorry and throw it early.
So Allen with three receivers right, goes to his right, rolls out, fires. That ball is complete and caught and brought down inside the 10-yard line is Owen. So Owen active in the offensive game plan here on this drive, and another first down. And this is going to be spotted right at the 10-yard line, so it is first and goal.
Every time they get in trouble, pass to number 21.
So Allen drops back, fires near side, and that ball is dropped. Thrown a little bit behind Jamichael Shelton, but maybe still catchable, but he was not able to pull it in, so it's second down.
I guarantee you Jamichael Shelton knows that one he should have had.
Yes.
He's
yes.
He's had a fantastic season, though. You know, he filled in for Drake Owen. Drake Owen missed a couple games early this year, and Jermichael Shelton was the man.
So Schultz in the backfield with Allen. Allen rolls right, fires to the end zone, and that ball is overthrown slightly and incomplete.
Very late flag. I believe it's a roughing the passer, the way everyone's reacting.
Looks to be. That ball intended for Shane Jamison. And we'll get the call here. And it is indeed roughing the passer on the defense. And that will give them an automatic first down.
I believe high school rules mess me up. You know, pass interference is no longer an automatic first down in high school football. That throws me off. So everyone is a little bit different, but I believe this one is. So yes, it is.
Yes,
but,
a personal foul.
Right. But a 15-yard face mask is not. It's really strange. You know, as I try to stat these games, I go, okay, what is this? What is this?
And we watch so much NFL in college that there's 3 sets of rules, and sometimes those lines get a little bit blurred. So Allen takes the snap, delayed handoff up the middle, and brought down inside the 5. Samisi Schultz carried that one just inside the 5. Second down now. (14-7) Camas, but the Papermakers knocking on the door. 2nd and 5 from the 5. Snap to Allen. He's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Takes a slight hit from Chavis Pinckney after he crossed the goal line. A flag flies there, so we will have some sort of penalty after the play. But a 5-yard touchdown for Kyle Allen to make it 20-7.
That's just frustration on Skyview's part right there.
So the unsportsmanlike call on Pinckney and the defense.
What an answer by the Papermakers, though. Skyview had regained some momentum, and then 8 plays later, it's back to a 2-touchdown advantage.
That's right. A nice 8-play drive for Camas, and about to make it 21-7. And the kick up and good. Andrew Boyle puts it through, and it is 21-7 indeed now. Papermakers with a nice statement, as you said, Paul. So 9:22 to go, first half here at Kiggins Bowl. At Boggs Field. Kind of a perfect, crisp autumn evening for football.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect. I thought I heard rain tonight, but it's held off today. It's looking...
The precipitation looks to be on its way, though.
Yes, yes.
Clouds are moving in.
I'll be in California tomorrow, so that's okay.
That's a good place to be.
It won't be raining where I'm at. Go Raiders. Have to say that at least once.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you've got the hat on, too. It's a tough proposition when Derek Carr is not in the lineup.
So here they are. They're marching off the 15-yard penalty from the touchdown. And again, it was not, I wouldn't call it a vicious hit. It wasn't.
It was just unnecessary.
It was just, exactly, unnecessary, and it was clearly after he crossed the goal line.
Yeah.
And I see that a few times a year in high school. I see it at every level. You see it sometimes. It's just frustration.
Yeah, Pinckney was just getting his pound of flesh there.
Yes.
And the kickoff from the 45-yard line is driven through the back of the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Skyview will take over. And starting 1st and 10. 9:22 to go here in the second quarter. This game has seen its fair share of explosion plays. After a Samisi Schultz 1-yard dive on 4th and goal to make it 7-0, then Trevor Bentley with the 100-yard pick six to make it 14-0, and then Jalen McGee a 66-yard burst up the middle for the touchdown to bring us to 21-7 after, and then Kyle Allen with the 5-yarder.
And there goes McGee again on a long run.
Yes, nice gain over the right-hand side and a first down for Skyview. That ball be spotted at the 41-yard line, and now the Skyview Storm moving the ball.
Skyview's been doing this offense for years, the old hurry up, but then maybe pause and get another signal from the coaching staff.
So out of the shotgun, DeRose to pitch outside, and McGee is stacked up. Gain of about 3 on the play. It stays inbound, so that clock continues to move.
Just don't see that anymore, the traditional option play. Well, that didn't look traditional. It looked off, but it was an option play.
Like a speed pitch on the right-hand side, near side of the field. Out of the shotgun, no less. So 2 receivers far side, 1 near side, and McGee in the backfield, and Rose out to Pinckney, who then turns it upfield and gets it near another first down, right at the 49-yard line. This will be close, depending on how they mark it. But a good 7-yard gain on that pass and catch.
Well, this is going to be
from Rose to Pinckney.
Yeah, this is going to be short.
So it's 3rd and short. 3rd and about, as it looks from here, 3rd and about 6 inches.
So officially that ball's at the 50. I know the camera makes it look like the 49, but because
That's
of
right.
the way
It's
stats go, it's the 50.
That's right. Not quite at the 49 just yet. The snap to Rose, handoff to McGee, and he is brought down in the backfield, and a nice tackle for loss by Luke Bruno. And that will make it 4th down and 3. And a decision here for Steve Kaiser. And they keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they're going to try to draw him off again.
So 4 wide.
Now they backs up into punt formation.
Oh, okay. Quick kick there. And a nice little kick, which rolls dead at about the 11-yard line, I should say. And that's where Camas will regain control of the football. Up 21-7 now.
So I remember a few minutes ago, I said Skyview's got to get a first down, get something going, and then they score to keep going. Now it's on the Skyview defense. They must get the ball back on this possession.
Yeah, because
you fall behind by 3 touchdowns to Camas. I don't see any team coming back on that.
Right. Yeah, this is where, Camas goes down and scores, like you say, go up 28-7 heading into halftime, and it's a different story. The handoff up the middle to Schultz, and he gains a few yards. Gain of about 3 on that.
I'm just happy to see everyone get up. I saw one of those linemen get hit in the back of the leg. You see how they fall awkwardly. Everyone's up. I'm happy.
Don't like to see anybody get rolled up on.
Yep.
So Allen with Schultz to his right, fakes the handoff, fires over the middle. That ball's tipped and nearly intercepted by Angelo Sarchi. The 5'11" senior who is athletic and rangy back there. But nonetheless, 3rd and 6 now for Camas. And this is maybe one play away from that statement you were talking about by the Skyview D. So Allen
here they come.
Looks right. He is under pressure. He fires. That is caught over the middle by Owen.
I think he's got it from this
and
official.
It looks like he does have a first down.
Another Skyview blitz. They got pressure on the quarterback. He stepped up and found, guess who? Number 21.
That's right. So very close to a statement by the Skyview defense, but Camas moving the chains. So here comes Allen out of the shotgun again, looking down the far side and firing, and that ball nearly hauled in on what would have been a superb catch by Shane Jamison, but he was not able to hold it.
Another good ball and a good decision. Threw the ball to the right guy. So I'm so impressed with Kyle Allen this season. Not just this game, this season. I mean, you're taking over for possibly the greatest single-year quarterback Southwest Washington's ever seen in Jack Coletta. State Player of the Year last year. It's a lot of pressure, and he's 5, and now Kyle Allen is 5-0.
Allen steps up, now flushed out of the pocket, and he is going to be brought down. Does pick up a few yards, but tackled by Kenyon Webster, or I should say Javon Kelly, Javon Kelly with that tackle.
Brings up 3rd and a long 5.
So yeah, 3rd and 5 now for Camas. 6-minute mark of the second quarter.
And this is, if you're a Skyview fan, you're like, get off the field, get this, let's put the punting team in.
So Allen drops back again, pressured and has to run for his life. Throws it out to the far side. The ball is incomplete, intended for Ryan Rashall.
Yeah, Ryan with a great effort. He had to do a couple things there. He had to try to keep his feet in and dive for it out of bounds. It was just too much to ask for anybody.
Indeed, a good effort by Rashall.
Give it up for the Skyview defense. They pressured the quarterback again, pressured him into a tough throw. And now look at this. Skyview in position to possibly get the ball back unless something weird happens here on this punt formation.
Well, special teams does provide those opportunities. And Jalen McGee back to field the punt, standing at about the 39-yard line. This ball is a good one. Backs McGee up just a touch, and he's going to let that one bounce and takes a neutral bounce and rolls dead at about the 29. So with 5:32 left to go first half, Skyview with a chance here to build some momentum and go into the halftime locker room if they can put a drive together here and punch something into the end zone and be within 7 going to the half.
Sorry, just updating my fans on Twitter.
Totally fine.
I can't walk and chew gum at the same time either.
So Skyview back with the football at their own 29. And Rose out of the shotgun, hands it off to McGee, goes left side. He's got speed and gets a gain of 8 to the 38-yard line. The Camas defense determined not to let McGee bust loose on that one.
Yeah, good open field tackle there. If he gets past that guy, who knows?
So 2nd and 2 from make it the 37. And the snap to Rose, back and looking deep down the middle. And he has his man, and that ball is caught and brought down at the 17-yard line. Cole Grossman with the catch. And a big play here. We'll see the replay. And a nice throw with great touch.
So as I said in the pregame that we didn't have, Cole Grossman's pretty darn good.
And a touchdown saving tackle right there at the end. So 2 big plays for Grossman, and both times he's gotten tripped up.
Yes.
So 1st and 10 at the 18. And Rose rolls right and fires. That ball is caught and then driven out of bounds. Caught by Tavis Pinkney. And a gain of, looks to be about 4.5.
Oh, he took a shot too. He earned that catch.
He hung on to it. So 2nd and 6 from the 14. Pinkney, Grossman, and Javon Sewell out to the left. And that's where Rose is looking, and he throws and is hit as he throws. And that ball could have been intercepted, but was short and fell to the turf incomplete. And again, the pressure.
Great pressure. I wish I'd seen who it was. I missed it. I turned into a fan there to watch the play. Guess that happens to everybody from time to time.
It certainly does. Happens to the best of us. So now 3rd and 6, and Skyview really needs something here to keep this drive going. They don't want to wind up settling for a field goal. You're going to need every point you can get against these guys.
They might call. They just barely got it off before the play clock.
And the throw down the far side into the end zone.
What a catch.
And that is caught for the touchdown by Cole Grossman. And a flag on the play. So Grossman with the catch, and the officials confer, and we are waiting to hear.
Of course, Camas coaches want it to be offensive pass interference.
And the call, and it is indeed defensive pass interference, and that will be a touchdown.
I'd like to, hopefully we got a replay of that.
So Grossman with a 14-yard catch. That makes the score 21-13 with the point after try coming up. And the point after try up and through and good, make it 21-14 as Skyview with a big answer to keep this at a ball game. So 4:10 remaining, and now the bad thing you look at if you're on the Skyview defense is Camas still has 4+ minutes to try to put something else on the board. So a nice drive, Skyview's best drive of the night, considering that the other score came from a Jalen McGee 66-yard touchdown. A couple of big plays on that drive, including the 14-yarder from Max Rose to Cole Grossman.
Right, and again, I'm going to go back to the plays that led to the plays. You know, obviously the Grossman pass, but the Skyview defense getting it done after, you know, 2 long drives from Camas the previous 2 times. I do love the Kiggins Bowl atmosphere because you smell the barbecue.
Oh my gosh, you had to mention that. I've been sitting here dying because that thing is just killing me down there. Some sort of Texas barbecue going on.
You can't smell the barbecue at McKenzie Stadium, so that's one thing Kiggins Bowl has over McKenzie. You can't smell the food.
Oh my gosh, it just wafts up here. So they are marking off the pass interference penalty here. They're going to, obviously the touchdown counts, and then the penalty is on top of that.
Yep.
So a kickoff from the 45, which should be driven through the end zone.
Sorry, I had no idea if you heard me as I was talking to somebody else. I apologize for that. But
So a little pooch kick, and that ball is caught and brought up outside the 20 and brought down right there at about the 25-yard line. Trevor Bentley on the return. And that is where the Papermakers will take over. So here comes Kyle Allen, Will Schultz, and that Camas offense.
I just got a message that this football game is so exciting. My son has put away his computer game to watch on TV.
Oh, that is special. Snap to Allen over the middle, caught and stumbling forward to near the first down marker, Isaiah Abdul.
Looks like a 9-yard gain.
And gain of 9, so just short of the first down marker, just inside the 40. 3 receivers left, and Allen fires. That ball is tipped and incomplete. That one intended for Drake Owen.
I believe that was Noah Hellier with the tip.
So that stops the clock and makes it 3rd and 1 for Camas. Three receivers to the near side, and the snap and the handoff on a misdirection play. And up the middle goes Will Schultz. He has a first down. And out across the 46-yard line near the 47.
I don't remember seeing that play from Camas, which makes sense because Camas always comes up with a play or two every week that you've never seen before.
And a nice job of changing things up right there to get Schultz free for the first down. Same formation, and again, Allen back, kicks it out to Schultz on the right flat, and Schultz makes a move and turns what could have been a loss into a couple of yard gain. 3-yard gain for Schultz.
Will Schultz scored the go-ahead touchdown in the state championship game a year ago. And he wasn't first or second string at running back at the time, but they needed him, and he provided the spark.
And a flag here and a false start by the Camas offense, so that will back them up.
So back to Will Schultz. I wanted to interview him after the game. We're going to do a little sidebar, what we call in the business. We had a game story and then a sidebar, and we're going to do something on the go-ahead touchdown on Will Schultz. And he politely declined. He did not want the interview. We still wrote the story, but with other people, and it wasn't because, I don't know exactly what it was, but he was so nice about it. He said to me, I just want to enjoy this. I don't need any individual glory. It's about the team. And I was so impressed by him.
Kind of refreshing to hear. So now at 2nd and 12, and Allen dropping straight back. Plenty of time, fires down the middle, in between 2 defenders, and that ball is caught for a first down by Ryan Rashal.
That catch was amazing. Okay, that's duh. If you saw it on TV, if you saw it here, it's amazing. But so was that pass protection. Skyview brought a bunch of guys. That was the best protection of the night. Quarterback could step up and throw, and there you go.
Yeah, we did not see him have to scramble. He did have plenty of time, and here he goes again. This time pressured, and Allen gets away from the pressure and manages to just get back to the line of scrimmage and make it 2nd down. So did a nice job of turning what would have been a loss into a no-gain play. So no harm, no foul on that one other than the loss of down. So 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Just approaching 2 minutes on the clock here, first half. So 3 receivers near side, 1 far side. Schultz in the backfield, busted play, and Allen has to scramble and picks up about a yard. as he brought down just after he crosses the line of scrimmage. And that ball is basically marked right where they had it before. Now just sitting inside the 25, rather just on the outside of it. That brings up 3rd and 10.
And the Skyview defense guessed right, and it was still a very good play by Kyle Allen just to get back to where he did.
Yeah, 2 plays in a row has avoided taking a loss. This time, straight drop and fires to the far side, and that ball is hauled in and caught by, guess who? Drake Owen.
As soon as the ball was in the air, I went, well, that's a catch.
Yeah, an uncanny knack for coming down with the football. And that is pushed out at the 3-yard line, so that will make it 1st and goal from the 3.
I have no idea why the clock is running. Didn't he go out of bounds?
By Drake out.
He went out of bounds, so the clock is running. That's not good for Skyview.
And Allen over the middle. That ball is caught in the end zone on the slant for the Camas touchdown.
Can't see the number right now, but I'm going to guess. You know who I'm going to guess. Oh, yeah.
And Drake Owen. Indeed was Drake Owen. And the PAT pending here. And the kick by Andrew Boyle is true, so make it 28-14.
Okay, so Camas defense needs to play tough for 58 seconds and keep that 14-point lead going into the half. That's what the paper makers are thinking. Skyview going to try to get some points, even if it's a field goal, because the Storm will get the ball first in the second half. So Skyview's hoping for a good return here, get some points on the board, get the last score of the first half, and then get the ball first in the second half.
Yeah, to recap, Skyview won the toss but deferred, so Camas had the ball first on offense. So Skyview with 58 seconds, where we noticed the clock was running after Owen was pushed out of bounds, so should have a little more time than 58 seconds, but that's where it sits.
I do know that the Evergreen Football Officials Association, in fact, a lot of the high school officials, if they think someone's forward progress has been stopped, even if you go out of bounds, they will say it was stopped in play. And maybe that's what happened, and I just didn't see it. And of course, the clock stopped on the first down, but then it would restart when the play clock would start. But I thought he went out of bounds on his own.
Yeah, it certainly did look that way. Yeah. So the kick, and this one headed for the far side, and Javon Sewell there on the return, and a nice return out across the 25 to about the 28, 29-yard line. Make it for Sewell with 53 seconds left to go first half.
And here we go. This is pretty important, very important. 53 seconds.
And important for Skyview here not to create any self-inflicted wounds.
Exactly. Another pick six right now would pretty much end this one. Well, that's premature. It wouldn't end it.
It certainly wouldn't make it look
really
good.
Difficult.
That's right.
The beauty with this team with Skyview, they can hand the ball off and he could break one too. They don't have to pass.
So Rose in the backfield with McGee, fires near side to Pinckney. Pinckney going to make a move, and he's got some room, and then met and dropped Shane Jamison on the tackle, and flags all over the place.
Okay, 3 flags off the play, but I do notice that they do like to throw the flags to help the other guy out, sometimes to say, I saw it too. So I'm not going to. In pro football, there would be actually 3 penalties right now.
So the initial indication is holding on the offense.
So high school statistics, well, in all football here, the pass is going to go to the 36-yard line, so he'll get credit for a 7-yard pass, but then it's a 10-yard penalty I said the 36. The 36 is what I mean.
36, yeah.
So 10 yards back to the 26, but it still counts as a catch and a gain all the way to where the penalty took place.
Good insight there as it now remains first down. So first and 14 make it from the 26-yard line as Skyview coming out of their shadow of their own end zone. And the handoff to McGee, and he goes left, little stiff arm, and turns it up. Now he has some room out over the 40, and a first down for Jalen McGee.
Well, he didn't break it, but as I said, they can do that and still get a big chunk of yards.
So 38 seconds now on the clock, and as they move the chains, the clock stops. And they have readied it for play. The snap to Rose, and he is brought down and nearly intercepted there, but the early ruling is that it's incomplete, and they are looking at the flag.
Yep, they picked up the flag because there was a receiver near there, and the ball was deflected by a defensive player when he threw the ball on his way down.
So, like we were saying, self-inflicted wounds?
Right.
Yeah. So a timeout called.
Okay. So on his way down, he throws it, and I believe it was a Camas player who knocked it down. I don't see it on the, I didn't have a replay or anything like that. And so I'm guessing the official thought by him knocking it down, it's no longer intentional grounding.
And it was deflected by a Camas player. So Rose now takes the snap. Another handoff to McGee. He goes right and turns it up and is met and the ball pops loose, comes out.
And another flag.
And another flag on the play as well. But Skyview recovered on the forward fumble. 18 seconds to go. And we'll have to get the ruling here on the flag.
Another holding. And the flag is at the 47. So the ball will be on the 37 from there.
So two costly penalties here on this drive for Skyview, and here we get a look at the fumble. Ball is out, and with a shot to recover it there, Luke Bruno probably wishes he would have gotten down and dove on that football.
Noah Hellier of Skyview saved the day for Skyview for right now.
So 18 seconds left, and the snap to Rose, and another handoff, this time up the middle and out over the 45-yard line. That is Angelo Sarchi, and a gain of about 9. And another timeout with 7 seconds left. So what's in your playbook for 7 seconds here in a 55-yard, 54-yard
It might not be a traditional
distance?
Hail Mary with 3 receivers down there, but you got Cole Grossman. You tell him to run as far as you can, you throw it as far as you can.
We've already seen that a couple of times.
Let me backtrack. You don't tell him to run as far as he can, because
he'll be over in the parking lot.
Yeah, he'll run to Jansen Beach. You tell him to run as far as you can throw the ball, and then you throw it that far. Drake Owen is now playing deep on Cole Grossman's side.
So yeah, 2 safeties deep for Camas.
Camas is
7 seconds left
25 yards
here.
off the line of scrimmage.
And keep an eye on Grossman, number 3 on the bottom of your screen. This ball is complete to Grossman. It steps out of bounds. Quick play with 3 seconds left. So that took 4 seconds. So now maybe more of the traditional Hail Mary.
Now you can throw it to anybody now. You're 42 yards away.
And it's a first down, so 1st and 10 from the 41 make it. Actually, it's sitting at the 42.
So now the deep safety is 30 yards back for Camas.
And of course, the man to watch, Cole Grossman, number 3 at the bottom of your screen. And Rose drops back and indeed is firing to Grossman. He is catches the ball and tries to get to the end zone. A little cutback, but he is brought down, and that will end the half. The score here after one half of play, and we have had an entertaining game here tonight. Camas 28 and Skyview 14. Paul Valencia along with Tom Ward, and I believe now we are going to send it to the studio for some halftime entertainment and recap.
Live it up, live it up, live it up, live it up.
Hi, I'm Steve Webb, Superintendent of Vancouver Public Schools. I love this school district and the people in it. I'm inspired by the work we're doing each and every day on behalf of our children and families. My hope for the school year is to spark creativity and innovation for each and every child in Vancouver Public Schools. I want us to work together to cultivate curiosity and wonder and exploration so that our young people can master the kinds of 21st century skills, creativity and critical thinking and communication, collaboration and citizenship that will allow them to be successful in the future. When we show we care, our students respond. They come to school ready and eager to learn. They achieve. They graduate. They thrive. Author Stephen Covey speaks to cultivating a mindset to live, to love, to learn, to leave a legacy. That's my hope for the school year, that together we can create the context and conditions so that those needs are met each and every day in every single classroom, at every single school, for each and every one of our children. Well, that's my hope for the school year, but we wanted to know what your hopes were too. That's why we asked you to submit selfies. Let's take a look.
What am I hopeful for? I'm hopeful that my students make good choices.
I am hopeful that they take healthy risks.
I'm hopeful that they read directions.
I hope they lead by example.
I hope that they know that they can fail forward.
And most of all,
we hope they dance.
And what I'm looking forward to most next year is establishing those awesome relationships that I strive for every year.
To connect with new kids that I haven't connected with before.
That I will get a good teacher that is nice.
I'm hopeful for good teachers that teach me well.
Good teachers and meeting new people. And I'm excited to make new friends my sophomore year.
We are hopeful for a school community who looks out for each other.
I really am hoping that they feel safe and cared for while they're here.
Because we get so much out of them when they feel respected and loved.
That the kids take the love and encouragement that they've received in this wonderful community and spread it to more communities.
I am hoping that there's way less snow.
And my hope for next year is that everybody tries their best and tries to do as hard as they can.
And graduate 8th grade with all A's and B's.
I am mostly excited for the opportunities I'm going to have next year.
Being in the Black Student Union next year and running track. next year? Yeah! Basketball! Football! Soccer! Tennis.
Playing unified soccer and basketball.
My senior soccer season, and also taking the new sports med class that's offered at Skyview.
I'm looking forward to speaking more Spanish and learning more Spanish. I wish for rainbows and unicorns at school. I want to learn about butterflies and dolphins.
What are you most hopeful for the next school year?
Writing in my journal and making pictures.
What are you going to write in your journal?
Everything I come up with. To improve my math skills so I can become an auto mechanic.
I'm really excited for Running Start.
And I'm really excited to make an awesome yearbook.
Yo estoy listo para aprender más español.
I'm excited for dance class.
I'm gonna go in kindergarten next year, and I'm really excited, and I'm really hope to do arts and crafts because I love arts and crafts.
I hope to continue my growth academically and personally.
That I will still be me. I'll still have all my knowledge. I won't forget anything that I've learned.
I hope to continue working on our community service project. I'm excited to participate in the Mr. and Miss pageant and raise money for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I look forward to getting more involved with the community and graduating this next year.
I'm going to be a senior, and I'm excited for senior year, baby.
I want to graduate high school.
I'm looking forward to graduating next year.
I'm hopeful for graduating.
Going to college and getting a good paid job.
They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands. When you teach the children, you teach them the very best you can. Yes.
I want them to leave my classroom feeling confident they can figure out anything.
And for me, I want to encourage my students to take risks in math.
Y mi esperanza para el próximo año es que todos los niños aprenden un segundo idioma.
Something I'm hopeful for next year is working with a new teammate and getting to collaborate.
I'm hopeful that we can get more kids to come and eat our nutritional, wonderful lunches and continue improving our attendance and have 10 or less tardies every day.
To provide a clean and safe environment for the staff and the students.
To make our library more user-friendly, to increase circulation, and to provide more making opportunities in our makerspace.
I'm hopeful to see new ideas and innovation created by students and teachers using their iPads.
I am also excited about the changes that our bond is going to bring across
Thank you for letting me be in second grade.
I'm excited to work hard and hopefully have a great junior year.
I'm really excited for whatever opportunities the future holds for me here.
Thank you, everyone, for your leadership and your commitment to our students. I'm hopeful that we're going to continue to make progress and make a difference in the lives of students. Have a terrific start to the school year.
Have a great year. I think it's going to be a great year.
Let's make this school year a great one.
To everyone in the VPS family,
have a fantastic start to your new year.
stats figured out. So I got them all. Oh, awesome. Yes. Awesome.
Do you enjoy science, math, or technology? Are you considering a career as a physical or chemical scientist? How about a mechanical engineer or video game programmer? Then the SMT Magnet is for you. In the SMT Magnet, you'll build on your passion for science, mathematics, and/or technology by designing solutions to real-world problems using a hands-on approach and state-of-the-art technology. College-level, advanced placement science and math classes are offered for the student looking to get a jump on earning college credit. Your coursework will focus on problem solving and research within a community of learners that are committed to success. You'll also be able to expand your interest in science, math, and technology by participating in extracurricular activities such as FIRST Robotics, SMTM Council, Knowledge Bowl, Science Bowl, Technology Club, and the Math Team.
Hey guys, how was school?
If you love to work with your hands and dream of a career that pays very well in the near future, then the welding program is a fantastic start to making that dream come true. Students in the welding program learn the necessary technical knowledge and skills to complete projects for the school and community. Safe work habits and the proper use of materials are stressed as students learn the application of tools, machines, and welding basics. You will learn blueprint reading, how to weld joints in all positions, and apply mathematics from basic math to trigonometry. You can earn industry certification through OSHA, Amatral, and Tooling U, and move directly into a well-paying career, participate in an apprenticeship program, or continue on to college. Check with your counselor or career specialist to see if this program is offered in your school.
If you are curious about the world around you and are interested in global issues that impact all of us, then the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies is for you. Fort is a member of the Asia Society's International Studies Schools Network, and our school-wide International Studies program is about developing your global competence through investigating the world, recognizing perspectives, communicating your ideas, and taking action to make a difference in your community and our world. In every class at Fort's Center for International Studies, students are actively learning about global issues and how they can positively impact our world. All Fort students have access to a wide variety of globally focused coursework, including Mandarin and Model United Nations. At Fort, there's a travel center where you can explore learning opportunities within the United States and internationally to broaden your perspective and enhance your high school experience. Students at Fort also have the option to earn an International Studies diploma by completing projects in community service along with their required courses. While you're here at Fort Center for International Studies, you can take advantage of our programs of choice such as culinary arts, medical arts, and welding and machine technology. Fort students are making a difference in our world. Come be a part of the diverse and vibrant school community at the Fort Vancouver High School Center for International Studies.
Welcome back to Kiggins Bowl and Boggs Field. Tom Ward along with Paul Valencia here. Halftime, Camas leading Skyview 28-0, and Paul
28-14.
28-14. Yes, 28-14, and Paul, the Papermakers on their way to win number 56.
Yes, 55 consecutive regular season games they've won, looking for 56. Skyview hopes to score on this first drive of the second half to make it a one-score game and see what happens.
28-14 the final. You have some stats for us.
Yes, first half. Skyview actually has more yards, 342 yards against a normally great Camas defense. We got McGee, 11 carries, 140 yards and a touchdown. Rose, the quarterback, 11 for 15, 193 yards. Grossman, 7 catches, 168 yards and a touchdown. Camas, 259 yards of offense. Kyle Allen, 196 yards passing, 16 of 25. Drake Owen, 8 catches, 96 yards.
And the scoring in the first half was capped off by a Drake Owen 3-yard touchdown reception from Kyle Allen. The kickoff to get the second half underway.
So
and
I wanted
Cole
to,
Grossman is out over the 31-yard line, and Skyview will begin to take over from there.
I wanted to point out a little bit about those stats and how they can be deceiving. One, Skyview got about 60 yards on the last drive of the first half, so that would give them more. And then Camas didn't have a chance to get any offensive yards on one possession because they had a 100-yard return for a defensive touchdown. So that changes the numbers a bit. Skyview is not really dominating this game yardage-wise, and obviously not on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was Trevor Bentley on the 100-yard pick six. So here we go, and Rose hands off. That is Angelo Sarchi on the run around the left side, and big gain for a first down. And there is a flag down on the field.
Okay, line of scrimmage is 31. The flag's on the 36. So if this is a blocking penalty, it'll be a 5-yard gain for the running back to the 36, then minus 10-yard penalty. But they have not. I didn't see a call yet on the penalty, so I have no idea.
Not seen the early indication yet. They're still talking it over. We are about to get it here. And it is indeed a holding. And then a dead ball personal foul against the Storm as well.
Thank you. I turned to look at my notes to write down the penalties and the yardage. Yeah. I would not have known this without you.
So a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. So they've marked off the holding, which will put the ball at the 26. And then they'll take
probably to the
another
13,
15
right?
off of that, which will put the ball, you got it, at the 13-yard line.
Right, halfway to the goal after that. Yeah, so it'd be on the 13. So
So first and a ton for Skyview here. First and 26 from the 13-yard line to basically open this second half.
I know Skyview had some troubles last week with the official, with players saying some things that they shouldn't have said and got some penalties. I have no idea what happened here.
So the snap to Rose and a screen. Sarchi with the catch. Sarchi has some room, gets a nice block, gets another block, breaks a tackle, and is out to the 40. And just like that, picks up 25 of the 26 yards needed for the first down. So that'll bring up 2nd and 1. And a crafty little catch and run by Sarchi. And nice touch on the screen by Rose to get it over the defender and drop it into the hands of the receiver.
I was getting flashbacks of my Raiders defense giving up big plays on screen plays.
So Grossman and Wyatt Stallman to the near side. And the handoff goes to Sarchi. Spins away and does fight for about 1.5 yards.
That was a really good 2-yard run right there, or 3-yard run, whatever it is. But
there are 2-yard gains, and then there are 2-yard gains,
exactly.
And that was a pretty nifty 2-yard gain, yes. And just enough for the first down, of course. So 1st and 10 now from the 43. And the handoff and turning it up. And no gain on the play.
Number 23.
Austin Holland on the carry. And
Okay,
it'll
so
bring up 2nd and 10.
So one of the things with high school sports as opposed to major college or pros is there are no injury reports. So I have no idea why Mr. McGee isn't playing right now. So I'm not saying he's injured. I have no idea, but he's not playing in this third quarter yet.
I do see him on the sideline, and he has his helmet on, so that would appear to be that he's available for play. The roll left and the fire. That ball is tipped and nearly intercepted. Taylor Adams on the nice defensive play there to knock that ball away on the pass. So 3rd and 10. Yeah, Jalen McGee walking back and forth on the sideline.
Yeah, and maybe he did play. Maybe. Well, I don't want to speculate. Maybe he did start the third quarter, and I just did not see it.
So 5 wide look here for Skyview. Cole Grossman at the bottom of your screen. Of course, the big deep threat. That ball fired over the middle for Grossman. Grossman turns it up and gets it inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. And a nice gain for Grossman. Nice throw and catch. And we've seen plenty of Grossman tonight and plenty of big plays. And a nice throw over the middle, and then does a nice job of taking it right at the defenders and almost splits them. Picks up the first down, and Skyview now with a chance to cut into the 14-point deficit.
He just looks so smooth out there, and he did that all summer at the camps and the clinics, which is why a lot of colleges are looking at him.
And Rose is under pressure and then fires this one at the feet of his lineman to dump it to bring up 2nd down. Had nothing to do with the ball, nowhere to go. So,
and as you'll see here, Cole Grossman, number 3, is in the vicinity. So it is not intentional grounding.
So 9:16 here as darkness has begun to fall on Kiggins Bowl, and Skyview trying to cut into a 28-14 deficit. Rose steps up. He is hit and falling forward and does manage to get a yard. Avoids the sack. So now 3rd and 9 from the 35. And the fans here trying to rally their team to come back against Camas. There's a throw on the far side. That is caught and complete by Rose to Wyatt Stallman for a nice catch and another first down for Skyview. And we see here,
they fake it to Cole Grossman, and the defense has to respect that, and then they go deep.
And a nice grab by Stallman to go up and get that. Out of the spread and the handoff up the middle. Angelo Sarchi takes the handoff, has a little room, and gets to the pylon for the touchdown. 17 yards on the score for Sarchi, and Skyview has cut into the Camas lead. A nice run by Angelo Sarchi, 17 yards.
Oh, he had 3 carries for 25 yards on that drive. So the running game is still working for Skyview.
It is, and they, with no McGee, it's no problem. Just plug in Angelo Sarchi, and he can get the job done.
Ooh,
and the kick by Stallman is no good.
I couldn't tell.
Normally
was that blocked?
very reliable back there.
Was that blocked, or did he just miss kick it? I couldn't tell.
Whatever happened, it came up way short. And that leaves it at 28-20. So an 8-point deficit for Skyview as they come out and take the opening drive for the touchdown. And we'll take a look here at the nice run by Angelo Sarchi. You see great footwork and great craftiness to be able to sort of slide away from a couple of those tacklers and get his way to the corner in the pylon for the 17-yard score. So now Skyview will give the ball back to Camas, and the Papermakers leading 28-20.
And once again, as we did all first half, can the Skyview defense get the ball back to the offense without letting us, I mean, before scoring happens. It's been this one possession, one possession game.
And they have come up with a couple of stops so far tonight. They haven't always been able to capitalize on those stops. But there was a point in the first half where if you'd have told me midway through the third it'd be an 8-point game, I don't know if I would have believed you.
Yeah, yes. Well, this game has had some major changes. Skyview was this close to tying it at 7, then it was 14-0 Camas.
So this ball kicked short and caught at the 36-yard line by Isaiah Abdul, and he got rocked but hung on.
Hung on to the ball, Isaiah Abdul.
And we might get a look at just how hard Isaiah got rocked here. A little bit of a kind of an onside kick type of kick there, and then the ball comes down and arrives at just before the defender did.
Yeah,
so nice job by Abdul to hang on.
Skyview's been doing that a lot. I don't know if they have a lot of confidence in their coverage guys or if they're just fearful of Camas' return guys.
So Kyle Allen drops back, then is flushed out of the pocket, steps up and runs for a nice gain of 9. So Kyle Allen has done a nice job of eluding pressure tonight in the pocket, and in many cases turning what should have been a sack into positive yardage, and did so again right there. Second and 1 for Allen, and the fake handoff and then throw over the middle. That ball is caught, complete to Ryan Rashal for a first down, and will move the chains for the Papermakers. And Camas here picking up the tempo, trying to get those chains moved and get the next play in. And Allen rolls out and is pressured and fires, and that ball incomplete, intended for Drake Owen, second down.
Okay, so that play there was a design rollout, get away from some pressure.
Certainly, yeah.
It took some time. But the last two plays were, or the last play, the pass to Ryan Russell, he gets the ball out of his hands so quick. It's like a pro offense. If the pressure's coming, boom, you throw it to a quick guy.
Yeah, we've seen more and more college offenses go to the spread, and then following that, high school offenses now, like Sheldon down in Eugene, doing that a lot, and we see it here tonight. Allen had plenty of time, but had nowhere to go with the football, and he is going to be sacked. Held up, but not brought down. Skyview defenders in on the play. Michael Lundgren and Jaden Chapman. As Allen
tried to do a replay before the next
had
play
nowhere
starts.
to go with the football and just had to get out.
Yep. So another big third down for the Skyview defense. If Camas gets even 5 or 6 yards here, they'll probably go for it.
Allen straight drop, fires over the middle. That goes through the hands, and that is a personal foul right there. That is a defenseless receiver, and
I'm so glad.
All over the
I'm
field.
so glad the receiver got up. He is not. He's up on his own power, but he's going to have to go to the sideline. They're going to have to check him out.
Took a piece out of him. And that is an easy call for the officials. Every flag on the field.
We are so far away. It looks horrible from our vantage. It looked like the guy's head snapped. But I am going to keep an open mind, see the replay. Maybe it's just one of those things that it didn't look on film as bad as it looked.
I'm going to go ahead and say it looked as bad as it was.
Okay, yes.
Ryan Rochelle was not able to come up with the football and was kind of hanging out there in the typical defenseless receiver mode.
It's definitely a penalty.
See right there.
Yeah, and he also took a couple steps.
There's 2
no
steps
reason.
and then a hit.
No reason for that.
There is no call for that whatsoever. And that's a hit to the head.
Yeah, there was. That was weird. I just, you know, I praised a Union player a couple weeks ago. He had a chance to take the head off of somebody, and instead he didn't. And it's on film. It's just a great play, and Union scored a touchdown on it. This one's a different thing here. It's a defense as opposed to blocking for somebody. But there's just, it looked like he took 2 steps after the ball had passed.
Certainly
I don't understand it.
We'll get another look at it here, and you can see there is definitely no call for that. Could have easily been avoided. At what point, Paul, do you think we're going to see high schools start to eject players for those kinds of hits?
Well, that's about as close as you can get. For one.
Yeah. So after the penalty, 1st and 10 at the 34 for Camas, and Allen going to fire to the far side, lobs it up. That ball nearly intercepted. In and out of the hands of Mason Wheeler, who nearly had an interception for Skyview, and that would have been your defensive answer.
Yep. That's the first time. That's the first time they threw it at Drake and he wasn't open, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this ball just doesn't seem to have a mission and purpose as it leaves Allen's hand, and too many defenders there. Triple coverage.
Yep.
2 receivers far side, 2 near side. Allen going to the far side, and on the hook route, fires complete for a gain of about 8.
Number 13.
That is Luke Sturbell on the reception. Make it 3rd and about 2. So Camas trying to add to its 8-point lead here. 3rd and 2 from the 26. Allen drops back and fires. That's a first down, and that is a catch by none other than Drake Owen.
Catch number 9 tonight.
So Owen putting himself together a game. Has the 3-yard touchdown from Allen in the 2nd quarter. Allen rolls right and fires. That ball is a little high and dropped, incomplete.
Another well-designed play though for Camas. It just didn't execute, but if the defender stays with the tight end there, then the quarterback runs around the corner for 5 or 6 yards. Defender leaves the tight end. Tight end's open.
Dawson Ingram not able to haul it in on that play. Make it now 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen with 2 receivers on the near side. The handoff. That is nothing doing. up the middle for Samisi Schultz, who made some plays in the first half, started the scoring in this game with a 1-yard dive to make it 7-0.
So correct me if you've heard this before. 3rd and long.
Mm-hmm.
Skyview defense trying to get off the field. In this case, of course, Camas has 2 downs. They're not going to punt from there.
So bunch formation to the far side of the field for Allen. And he's going to go on a screen. And the throw out in the flat and a gain of about 2. That is caught by Shane Jamison. So as you said, 4-down territory here, Paul, and that will be
or
what
possibly
we
a
have.
field goal. I didn't. They did pick up a few yards, and it looks like they're a big. Well, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, here comes the
Let's
kicker.
Take a look here. Yes, indeed. Andrew Boyle on to kick what looks to be a 39-yard field goal. The snap good, hold good, the kick looks good. It has the distance, and it is good. 39-yard field goal for Andrew Boyle to give the Camas Papermakers a 31-20 lead. So a nice kick there. Certainly.
The huge penalty against the Skyview defense kept that drive going.
So 4:30 to go here at Boggs Field at Kiggins Bowl. The bus is now rolling in for game number 2 here tonight, but you're not sticking around either, are you?
No, I'm not. No, I've got to write my story for my site.
You got you got a few things going on.
Yeah, and then I got to go track down all the scores from the rest of the games in the county, and then I'm a guest on Seattle radio. I do a little report for Southwest Washington football tonight. So I'm busy all night, but I just won't be at the second game.
No, I know the drill. For many years, Friday nights were the busiest night of the week. Sky not completely dark here yet at Kiggins Bowl, but it'll be fully dark here with the next 10 minutes or so. And here is the kickoff, and this one's a deeper kick, and back to field it is Cole Grossman, and brings it up and out, doesn't get to the 20-yard line. And that's where Skyview will begin the drive at about the 19. So I'm sure Grossman felt like he could probably get a little more speed and momentum going on this return, but not able to clear the defenders. The first wave came through, got him, and brought him down.
Well, here we go. Another answer time for the Skyview offense. They've got to keep scoring to keep pace. And
well,
but the beauty of it is there's plenty of time.
Victories, holding Camas to a field goal was certainly one.
Yes.
And the first play up the middle, and a gain of about 5. And now Rose with Sarchi in the backfield. 3 receiver set. The fake handoff to Sarchi, and then that ball batted down. Sarchi actually caught the deflection.
Wow.
Might have been better to just knock that thing to the turf.
Yeah.
It winds up as no gain.
No gain, yeah.
And check this out. The pass, the sidearm pass, deflected by the defender and then right into the hands of Sarchi. I believe that was Jamichael Shelton on the bat down. Got his big paw on that. So now 3rd and 6 for Skyview and a big play here. And they go reverse, and Tavis Pinckney looked to throw but then keeps it and is driven out of bounds across the field.
Is that Luke Bruno with the big hit? I couldn't tell.
Near sideline there, yeah. And about a yard short of the first down. And you can see on this, Pinckney gets the reverse and immediately looks like he's going to pull up and throw, but didn't have it. And then decided that his best option was to run. And then, yeah, number 17, Luke Bruno on the hit to finish that runoff. So 4th and 2, and they are going to quick kick it here. And oh boy, that is something else that takes a bounce inside the 50, goes across the 50 and into Camas territory, and that's where the Papermakers will take over at about the 48-yard line. So 2:54 here in the 3rd quarter. Skyview just punted the ball back to Camas. The Papermakers up by 11 and now have the football, looking to add to that lead. So back in at running back, Will Schultz alongside Kyle Allen in the backfield, and a flag here, and they stop the play. That's a false start on the offense, which will back up the Papermakers 5 yards.
You know, watching Camas all these years, I've rarely seen a 5-yard penalty hurt them. I know their coaches won't they don't want any penalties. I know that, but I'm just saying they're so good. They overcome these all the time. And now Camas fans will say I jinxed them if they don't overcome it this time.
So 2:53 to go, 1st and 15. Allen drops back and is sacked right there, bringing him down.
Those numbers bunch up. Is that 88?
That is 88.
Yeah,
that is Colby Broadbent.
No, it's Jaden Chapman.
Jaden Chapman, yes. Sorry.
It's okay. It's tough.
And Jaden Chapman, as I've called other Skyview games in the past, can catch the ball too a little bit.
Yeah.
Allen takes the snap, drops back, fires far side. That is complete right over the. It is actually dropped.
That was a great hit.
I think that ball
dislodge
got
the
loose
ball.
on the hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't even know if dislodge is a word.
Looked to be that Shane Jamison had that football, but then took a hit and coughed it up. And Kyle Allen took a hit too as he threw. And that was again.
They're taking hits all year.
Defensive line of
Skyview. Guy is one tough quarterback.
Jaden Chapman and company getting in there to deliver another blow.
Okay, with an 11-point lead, I'm thinking draw play or a screen pass. I don't think they're going to just go deep downfield for trying to get 20 yards here.
So 3rd and 20 for Camas. Allen drops back and is flushed out of the pocket. And again, pressure. That ball is thrown out to the flat and incomplete, intended for Schultz. But that will be a stop for the Skyview defense. And the Storm will get the ball back, determined to make this a game.
And I was wrong there. They were going to go downfield. They only threw off to the side of the outlet when the pressure got to him. So,
yeah, Allen certainly looked to be going deep, but then felt the pressure and went to the safety valve.
That's
so
a nice
Javon
punt.
Sewell back to receive this punt, has to go to the ground to keep from losing it, and drops right there at the 20-yard line, and that's where Skyview will take over. So a nice kick.
Skyview ball at 0-20, well, 1:55 to go.
So to recap, Camas began the scoring for the night with a Samisi Schultz 1-yard dive on 4th and goal to make it 7-0. Trevor Bentley then came up with a 100-yard interception return as Skyview was knocking on the door. Returned it all the way to give the Papermakers a 14-0 lead. Jalen McGee with a touchdown, 66 yards to make it 14-7. Then Kyle Allen with a 5-yard keeper touchdown to make it 21-7. And this is Rose out to the flat to Sewell. He gets a gain of about 5 yards. Then it was Cole Grossman with a touchdown catch from Max Rose just before the half to make it 21-14. Camas into the locker room with the 7-point lead. And then in the third quarter, Draco and the 3-yard touchdown from Kyle Allen to make it 28-14. That was followed by Skyview answering with an Angelo Sarchi 17-yard touchdown. PAT no good to make it 28-20. And then the field goal to put us where we are here, 31-20. This pass out in the flat, caught and moved forward. Tavis Pinckney on the catch. That'll bring up 3rd and about 3.
I believe that was Trevor Bentley with an open field tackle there that stopped the first down at least.
And Javon Sewell just came off the field holding his hand, so he is in a little bit of pain down there on the sideline being looked at by the trainer. Got nicked up on that play. The snap and a keeper by Rose, who goes forward, has the first down and more out across the 40. Nice play there by the quarterback, Max Rose, the senior. And it almost looks like Rose, this was a designed run, and he had the option either pitch it or keep it, and he decided to turn it up.
Made the right choice.
Yep.
Well, all he needed was 3 yards. He got 13.
So 16 seconds to go. We may have one more play here before the fourth quarter is upon us. And Rose does get the snap off and hands off to Sarchi. Sarchi along the far side and gets out of bounds, and a holding or flag of some sort on the field to bring this back. And indeed it is a holding call.
Skyview can't get out of the Storm can't get out of their own way. They just
we're talking about those self-inflicted wounds,
sure.
Right?
Yeah, Camas had a penalty to start the last drive, but it just seems like Skyview's penalties are more severe right now.
And they have done more damage to their own cause than Camas's penalties have done to their own cause.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that field goal was aided by the 15-yard penalty.
Yes.
And we've had several runs called back, even at the end of the first half. Too.
And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter with Camas leading 31-20, but Skyview has the ball and hoping to cut into that lead and get us into a closer situation as we go into the fourth quarter. So they'll switch ends of the field, and Skyview at 1st and 15 now will try to put a drive together. And should they score here, we've got some kind of situation going down the fourth quarter.
If they do score here, I will call this a close game no matter what the final is. Yes. Those who witness it would say that's a close game.
Yeah, and it has been a very, for the most part, very well-played football game tonight.
Hey, we go back the first quarter, Trevor Bentley. I mean,
100-yard
it's a 14-point swing.
Yeah. Yeah, here we thought that Skyview knocking on the door was going to have a touchdown. And like we said, if that ball doesn't get tipped by the lineman, then Bentley maybe doesn't come up with that interception, and maybe it's complete.
Or even if Bentley just knocks it down, then it'd been Camas ball, but at the 1 yard line, you never know what's going to happen there. You got this defense is beginning penetration. Even if it was just an incomplete pass, Camas would still been in trouble at its own 1 yard line. But boy, interception, pick six, 14-point swing.
So the Storm now ready to try to make something happen here in the fourth quarter. And Rose out to the far side, and that ball is batted down.
Will Schultz batted it down.
Yes, Mr. Schultz. Will Schultz on the deflection. That'll bring up 2nd and 15. Schultz has had a decent game tonight, running the football and making a few plays on defense.
I'll try to interview him, but he'll say no thank you, and then we'll have a conversation. He's just the nicest guy in the world.
Rose with a deep drop and screen over the top to Sarchi. Sarchi catch and run out to the 45.
I'd like to know where that ball was caught, because it certainly seemed like it was beyond the line of scrimmage, and if one of the linemen were down, well, hey, if they didn't get caught, they didn't do anything wrong. That's all right. So could have been ineligible downfield, but again, I didn't see where it all happened, but just looked a little weird. Looked a little longer than your normal screen pass.
Big 3rd down, 3rd and 5, the handoff to Sarchi, and Rose trying to block for it, and Sarchi is going to go nowhere. In fact, he loses yardage. So that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. And Skyview looks to be staying on the field here with 11 minutes and change to go. They're going to at least look to make it interesting. And this is what we maybe thought, the quick kick. And let's see what kind of bounce it takes, and it does take a Skyview bounce, and that'll roll dead at about the 19.5-yard line. So that's where Camas will take over now with 11 minutes to go. And this is, I think, when we look at the way this game has been played tonight, Camas with a chance to put a drive together and really put this thing in the refrigerator.
Right. Skyview defense playing better in the second half, so I understand the punt, but I'm one of those things that with the way clock works in high school, and there's not a few first downs, a few minutes off this clock, it's going to make it really tough for Skyview.
That's right. So Allen, handoff and a nice run over the left side, and that is taken for a 1st down.
Was that
Samisi Schultz?
Samisi. I was going to say it wrong.
You're 31-20 Camas with 10:45 to go here, 4th quarter. And this snap to Allen, who is immediately hit, and there's the ball is loose. Scramble for it. Skyview players say they have it. They'll dig for it in the pile, and it is actually kept by Camas. And we'll see the replay here, and the ball did indeed come loose, but a couple of white jerseys hopped on it real quick, and we're down there with it under the bottom of the pile. So a bullet dodge there for Camas. That's kind of what we've been talking about, the self-inflicted wounds.
Right.
Nearly a big one there.
Right. But again, if you're a team trying to end some other team's 55-game win streak, Skyview's just not getting the breaks.
Yep.
They just gave the 5 yards back.
They gave 5 yards back, exactly.
So again, bad breaks. This isn't bad football, it's bad breaks. Cole Grossman tripping on the way to the end zone. Bad break. Bad bounce for Skyview. Great bounce for Camas. But it's just when you're down 11 in the fourth quarter and the ball's on the ground and you don't get it, it just it takes the wind out of your sails.
Out of you.
Yep.
So second down now. And Allen with the snap and drop back, and again pressured. Oh, and driven down. That ball, number 51, Michael Lundgren, coming through to deliver the big hit. And Allen took the brunt of that as he got driven into the turf.
Well, this is Skyview's strength. And I don't like to say, I don't think Camas has weaknesses, but Camas does have it coming into the season in an experienced line. And there have been some troubles this year, but this is Skyview's strength. They had to win that battle up front.
So empty backfield now for Allen. And again pressured and again dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That time sacked by Javon Kelly. And a nice look at the replay here as Allen stepped up, but Kelly was there to meet him. So that will indeed force Camas to punt, and Skyview, just despite everything that's gone wrong, finds a way to stay in this thing and keep hope alive. And a fair catch called for there at the 34-yard line by Allen. Sewell make that on the fair catch. Sewell was getting that hand looked at, and obviously okay.
Okay, Coach Steve Kaiser of Skyview said, hey, our defense is playing well this half. Let's punt the ball. Let's get the ball back.
Give us a chance.
And they did. The defense did the job.
So now it's up to the Skyview offense to try to muster a drive to pull Skyview to within 4 or 3. And a handoff up the middle is going nowhere. Angelo Sarchi with a minimal gain there. And clock rolling down to now 8 minutes. So time ticking away here for Skyview. Rose and the Skyview offense. Rose with the snap and fires far side. That ball is high and caught out of bounds by Tavis Pinkney, who came down with it but was out of bounds.
Great effort. Now it's third and 10, and I'm just thinking ahead here. What if they don't get the first down here? Do they punt again? Or is this the time where they decide we just got to go for it no matter what? It's getting close to that time.
So Rose fires near side. That ball caught and nearly.
Great second effort for the first down.
On his feet. Javon Sewell had nothing but green in front of him, but he could not make that turn and stay on his feet.
But you know what? He did do the job. He did stay on his feet and jumped long enough to get the first down.
Yes. So a nice catch and dive by Sewell to pick up the first down, and now Skyview with new life with 7:38 to go here, sitting at the 44-yard line and driving. And the snap to Rose, turn and hand off to Sarchi, who goes over the right side. Gain of just about 4 on that play. But the clock now becoming Skyview's biggest enemy here with 7:20 to go. Snap to Rose, fires near side. That ball nearly caught, but through the hands of Cole Grossman, who could not come up with it. Grossman has caught a lot tonight, but that was a little too high, a little too far outside.
Okay, one of my nicknames is Positive Paul, so I'm going to say something real. What I love about high school football right there, what I like about any football.
Mm-hmm.
Great coverage by Isaiah Abdul. Had to be a perfect pass and a perfect catch. It didn't happen. They both go to the ground. Abdul bounces up, helps Cole Grossman up.
Yeah.
They both congratulate each other. Grossman's had a great night, but on that one, Abdul got the victory, and they both respect each other.
Yeah, because these two have been going at it all night. And this is Rose in the backfield, the sling out to the near side, and that's brought down right there just across midfield.
Was that 88, Mr. Chapman? Yep.
Yeah. I mentioned he could catch the ball,
yes,
so
he did.
We finally see him tonight on offense catching the ball.
Fourth down, and yeah, they got, well, you never know if they're going for it or not because they always do the quick kick. But
so
6
and
minutes
4
and counting,
down by
6:30.
2 scores with 6 minutes.
I think you got to go for
midfield.
it. Midfield, yeah.
It feels like you're going for this one.
Yep.
So Rose readies for the snap, and we have a flag.
No, it's a timeout. Well, I think it's a timeout.
Sorry, a whistle is what I meant to say. And
And here's the deal. Now you're going for it for sure.
Yes.
You don't waste a timeout to punt. Watch me be wrong on that too. But, no, you can't waste a timeout in the fourth quarter to punt when you're down by 11.
Yeah, down by 2 scores is the biggest thing to me. 6:20 to go. Yeah. It's really taken you a lot to get the ball into the end zone. Right. And so from that standpoint, maximize your opportunities here on 4th and 4 and see if you can't make something happen. So 31-20, 6:21 to go, and a big play here for Skyview on 4th and 4. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. And Rose double checks. And now readies for the snap. He has it. Fires to the near side. That ball is batted down, and that ends the drive. Ryan Rashal with a nice deflection to get the ball turned over on downs. What a play there in what would look to be a first down or very close.
That looked like he knew what was coming. It was the old, okay, he's just going to run a simple route. Did you get the first down? And he jumped it.
We'll get a look at it here as Rashal made a nice play and great coverage to knock this ball down. Yeah, would have been well past the first down marker and kept that drive alive for Skyview. So now Camas just has to salt this thing away. And I'm guessing that there's a handoff coming, and that is Samisi Schultz. And now the clock continues to roll. Gain of 2 on that play, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now, let's see if Camas is in their championship mode where you just wait and wait and wait until 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Definitely a slower pace than at times we've seen this evening. And certainly Allen is taking his time back there and now has the snap and another handoff.
Boom.
And Schultz is dropped in the backfield for a loss of 3.
Oh, and that was, oh yeah, it was Schultz. I'm sorry, they both running backs had the same last name. I was going to say, that's not Schultz, that's Schultz.
Samisi Schultz.
No, I blew it. I was thinking, where's
Schultz?
number 37? And that's not 37.
That's okay.
It doesn't matter.
So 3rd and 12, and Allen drops back. That ball is incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 4:52 to go.
And that was the first drop we've seen from Drake Owen, but even if he caught it, it would have been a 2-yard gain at the most. So once again, the Skyview defense gets the job done.
You got to say that the Skyview defense has done its job tonight for the most part.
Right.
Going up against a powerhouse in Camas. 55-game regular season winning streak on the line. And a good punt here, and that'll be taken and fair caught at the 15 by Javon Sewell. So 4:46 here for Skyview, and basically last best chance to get something done here and put some more points on the scoreboard. Down by 2 scores, down by 11. Went into the locker room down by 7, 21-14. And then Drake Owens' 3-yard touchdown catch from Kyle Allen made it 28-14. Angelo Sarchi with a 17-yard run to cut that lead back to 8 after the PAT was no good. And then Andrew Boyle's 39-yard field goal was the last scoring we've seen.
So, have some news after this play.
All right, and Rose back and fires incomplete to the far side.
So, Mr. McGee, who had, what did he have? Had 140 yards in the first half. He does have an injury. I found that out from the Skyview coach.
Okay.
I'm not going to go into specifics. I mean, he had his helmet on earlier, and he's walking around. So whatever it is obviously it's not serious enough that he's sitting on the bench. He's still, but he does have an injury.
So Rose out of a 3-receiver set, and now moves Sarchi to the right-hand side. Now ready to go. Drops back and looking over the middle and fires complete to about the 18-yard line. Chad Elksty with the catch. That's a gain of 4. And we are ticking down to the 4:15 mark here, left in this one. As Camas looking to lock up win number 56 in a row in regular season play. And Rose with plenty of time and fires, and that ball incomplete. Just missed and through the hands of Wyatt Stallman. So 56 games in the regular season, 56-game winning streak, 4 minutes away from that for Camas. With games coming up and Rose fires far side.
That was a.
So pardon me, I was saying Skyview with games coming up at Battleground, Union, and Heritage.
So that was a 4th down pass, and I always struggle with any team when they throw a 4th down pass down toward the sidelines. You know, it's just. He threw it out of bounds, so there was no chance for
no chance of making a first down there. So give me your take on the final 3 games of the regular season for Skyview here as we go Battleground, Union, and Heritage.
Well, Battleground's struggling, and so can't see Skyview losing to Battleground. No offense to the Tigers, it's just not their year. The Union Skyview game is now huge because there's only 2 teams can make the playoffs, and if Skyview doesn't rally in this one, you know, they're going to have to finish second in the league to make the playoffs, and that would be the game against Union.
And then conversely, after they wrap up win number 56 here tonight, the paper makers go Heritage at Sunnyside and then Union.
And then, you can make the case that then week 9 for Union is for the league title. If Union can beat Skyview, then that would be for the league title. So Camas has Heritage next. Heritage is improved, but again, nobody thinks Heritage is at Camas's level. So, got to think Camas is going to get that one. Then they got the non-league against Sunnyside. They're going to get that one. Union is the next hurdle, and of course, if they get past Union, then they complete another 9-0 regular season, and the streak will last until next season, no matter what happens in the playoffs.
Right.
Of course, they also have a 19-game, which will now be 20-game overall winning streak because they went 14-0 last year, winning the state title.
Yep.
So they got a couple streaks going on, and it's still looking good for Camas. 3:44 now, and the clock is ticking.
And Camas really trying to take their time here. No interest in tacking on a cheapie or anything like that, but they do have to run some plays, so they will do that. And Allen with the handoff. This is Will Schultz.
Stayed inbounds, cut back in.
Stayed inbounds, did the smart thing. Yeah. And the longest 3 minutes in football coming up. And Kyle Allen taking his time. Camas.
There's still 10 seconds left on the play clock, so he'll wait 4 or 5 more seconds.
Yeah, they're running it down. And another handoff, and Schultz breaks it, and Schultz goes in for the 12-yard touchdown. And that is icing on the proverbial cake. 12-yard touchdown for Will Schultz to make it 37-20 with the extra point pending. And Schultz, you can see, goes off tackle and just had nobody even lay a finger on him. So the extra point. And Andrew Boyle's kick is true. Make it 38-20. Camas now has put this one in the refrigerator and on their way to win number 56 in a row with 2:33 left to go. So a nice capper to the night for Schultz, who had a good night, did a credible job running the football, and was able to break free and get into the end zone on that play. A lot of what-ifs in this game for Skyview. Cole Grossman doesn't slip and fall early in the game, which leads to later in that drive a 100-yard pick six. Like you say, a 14-point swing, Paul, and this could have easily been, you know, a 31-28, something like that.
This is still one of the best league games as far as competitive that Camas has played since their big run. But yeah, on the scoreboard right now, it's an 18-point game. Doesn't look all that close.
And this is kicked deep and driven back and dropping it. And that'll be a touchback.
Yep.
As number 24, Robert Mosley, couldn't field it cleanly, wound up dropping the ball into the end zone and will go with the touchback. And Skyview will have one last try on offense here.
I know he wanted to try to bring it out, but that's actually a smart play. If it's not a fumble, it's a muff, and if you muff it into the end zone, it's a touchback. But yeah, like I said, Camas gets a lot of practice on kick coverage. They're very good at that too.
So Max Rose still in at QB with Angelo Sarchi, and the handoff goes to Sarchi over the right side. Gain of 2, out to the 22, and 2:22 left to go in this one. So Camas on its way to win number 56 in a row in the regular season. Last loss was to Camas in 2011. This pass complete on the near side. Javon Sewell with a nice catch and a first down. Stays inbounds though, and that clock will restart as soon as they move the chains in the first down marker. Ball now at the 41. So Rose fakes the handoff, gets flushed out, throws to the far side. That ball is complete, caught and taken into Camas territory.
And there's a penalty on this side. I think it was going to be defensive holding or legal hands.
That was Jalen McGee there making a return, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, no, that is 16.
16 with the catch?
Mason Wheeler. That's when the binoculars come in handy.
Yes.
That's 15? No, that's 16. Mason Wheeler with the catch. But a holding call here.
On the defense, I believe,
defense,
right? Yes.
So that will tack on.
They held Cole Grossman. That's one of the ways to slow him down.
Right. Maybe an attempt at jamming and gets a little carried away, and next thing you know, you're grabbing on. The student section's having fun here tonight, which is always one of the main takeaways, right?
Yeah. Officials trying to figure out
where the foul occurred, where they're marking the ball.
So it's decline. It must be declined because they took the 10-yard penalty. Right, got it.
So that'll set up.
Yeah, they declined. They took the 10-yard pass.
Sets up first and 10. Yes. So a new set of downs for Skyview. 1:33 to go, and the clock can start anytime here. And this is handed off over the right-hand side, and a 2-yard gain.
Sorry, you hear me keeping my stats.
That's okay.
I always say that out loud. That's number 23.
Yeah, Austin Holland on the run there, 2-yard gain. And so now Rose throws and completes to Sewell, who backs his way inside the 40 to the 39. And now we are under a minute to play here. And Skyview moving the ball a little bit, but this one is over. Defensively, the Storm played a good game against this loaded Camas Papermakers team. And Max Rose has done a good job with the offense. Rose reads the field and then drops it to Chapman underneath on a crossing route. That ball complete, and then Chapman tackled just outside the 30.
And a timeout.
And 44 seconds remaining, and a timeout called.
Yeah,
it's been fun doing the game with you tonight, Paul.
I've enjoyed it. I've never done this for football. I love football. Everyone who follows me on Twitter or reads me knows that football is the greatest invention ever.
You do have 4,894 followers.
Yeah, but half of them are Raider fans. Anyway, I love this. This is weird. It's weird for me doing this and trying to stat a game while I'm trying to talk to you about the game, and I'm having a blast. I hope I haven't screwed up too much.
No, not at all.
But by the way, and I can't. I'm going to go back and watch the film of this game, because that's what I do. I'm crazy like that. But I will double check my numbers later in the week. But for tonight, I've got Rose now at 353 yards passing for Skyview. Now, I could be off on that because this is so new to me.
Right. But no, I think you're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
I was mentioning just on the previous play that I thought he'd done a nice job running the offense tonight.
Yes.
It was just the one interception that cost him.
Yep.
And here is Rose again. That ball's complete on a short pass to Stallman, and one final timeout with 36 seconds to go.
Well, this one's a first down, I think, so they're going to move the chains. So I don't think it was a timeout, so we'll be going. Yep.
35 seconds to go, and Max Rose back is flushed out, will step up and run, heads for the sideline and gets out of bounds at the 21 with 27 seconds to go. So Skyview not content to just take this loss and take it lying down. They're going to try to.
So Camas fans are doing the old, I believe we will win with 27 seconds left and an 18-point lead. That's a compliment to Skyview that they had to wait that long to say, I believe we were going to win.
That's a very astute observation right there. I love it. So Rose rolls out, design play, pressured, has to go all the way out, fires, and that ball intercepted. And we were
think
just
it was
talking
number
about
7,
how
but we'll never see him. He's in a mob of people now. Oh, there
he is.
There might be one.
Yes, no, it's Devon Green.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not Devon Green. It's Taylor Adams.
Taylor Adams.
With the interception there. And this will effectively end it with one more play and likely a kneel down. But still, Rose racked up good numbers tonight, and that interception is an asterisk or barely anything in the overall analysis of his play. And there is the kneel down, and that will run off the final 15 seconds of this one. The final from Kiggins Bowl and Boggs Field in Vancouver. The Camas Papermakers 38, the Skyview Storm 20. Camas with their 56th straight regular season victory. And the players come out to shake hands. That's always good to see as well. We have another game here on a doubleheader night. So we are going to wrap it up.
The legend's behind us. Craig's behind us. The legend.
That's right. We have they're doing the other game here,
yeah,
right?
They're doing the other game.
Craig Burnback, who I used to work with in TV. Yeah. We'll take a look at a couple of highlights here. But Craig Burnback and I go back a few years. He was at K2 and I was at K-Val in Eugene. Nice. So this is a little bit of the recap here. The scoring started with that Samisi Schultz 1-yard drive on 4th and goal to make it 7-0. You know, a little later, this is the play that maybe changed the game, right?
Yes.
So this is.
Let's see if Isaiah actually got to him.
Grossman,
and I don't think
right there.
Stumbled on his own.
Right there, he stumbled on his own.
That's a 14-point swing.
And then that led to later in the drive. That led to the Trevor Bentley 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. Because if Grossman doesn't stumble and goes in for a score, then we never see this play happen.
It's just bad luck, and that's good luck for Camas, of course.
Yeah,
that's how you win 56 in a row.
Yeah.
Something like that happens.
So Skyview did get on the board eventually with a Jalen McGee 66-yard lightning bolt of a touchdown to make it 14-7 and cut into that lead. And then later we saw just before the half, this is another of Grossman's great catches, but again gets pulled down or tripped up just before the half, and then Kyle Allen, or I should say Rose, to Grossman in the touchdown, 14 yards, and then later we got the Angelo Sarchi 17-yard touchdown. That made it a game at 28-20. And then we had the field goal that made it 31-20 because the PAT was no good on the Sarchi touchdown as they celebrate, and Sarchi happy to get in the end zone and cut that lead to 8 at that point. And I believe that may wrap up our highlight package for the night.
Yeah, it's a long highlight of the celebration. Oh, here we go.
We have the field goal. We do have the field goal, and this was a nice kick there for a 39-yard
right
field goal
down
by
the middle.
Andrew Boyle, a nice job of kicking the football. And then this right here caps it off as Camas puts it in the refrigerator with the Will Schultz 12-yard touchdown to cap off the scoring.
Wow.
56 games in a row, regular season
It's the most impressive thing I've seen in my 20-some-odd years of being a football reporter. 56 consecutive games. And it's not like they're in a weak league. Skyview made the Final Four last year.
Right.
So,
okay, well, that will do it from Kiggins Bowl and Boggs Field. For Paul
Paul Valencia. Sorry.
That's fine. For Paul Valencia, I'm Tom Ward saying good night from Kickens Bowl. The final here, Camas 38 and Skyview 20. So long.
It's the first day of school. We'll meet a pair of mothers and daughters who are having a pretty amazing first day. Plus, we'll hear from the superintendent on his goals for the year. Tara Cox has an update on the latest bond project, and Chad Young will show us how kids were learning science this summer. Let's go inside Vancouver Public Schools.